Hey, you guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style, and I'm here today with another interview with one of our friends. So, this is Flipping Out with Friends, and I am interviewing people that I follow and that we sometimes communicate back and forth, and just getting to know people a little better and what else they have going on their channels, and just seeing what's going on. Now you'll have a face to the channel that you follow. So anyway, I'm going to bring our next guest in, and that's Cheryl from inkedpulp. So here, let me add her in. There she is.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for including me in your interview series. I'm honored.
Right? I mean, I'm not much of an interviewer, but I just really wanted to get to know other people that do the same thing because we have such a connection.
Yep. And there's so many of us out there.
Right?
Just don't even know yet. And so, yeah, it's nice. I know you and I met through the Marguerite Miller Challenge. And
Right. And then, I discovered all the other good things that you have on your channel. But so why don't you just tell us a little bit about you and then we'll talk a little bit more.
okay. Um, so Inked Pulp, I actually have two channels. Not on YouTube, but I have two businesses. I don't really run a channel for my other business, but I'm a metalsmith as well.
Oh, that's
And
right.
so, yeah, so I make, and so there are some metal smith videos on my channel. I do
hmm
record those. So that's my other business. And then Inked Pulp is my paper and fabric and, the junk journal stuff and all the things we do. And I do a few things on there. I'm getting ready to kind of step it up for next year. But every morning, except for Sunday and Thursday, every morning of the week at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, I do a live stream for about an hour.
Which is
And
very fun. I've been on it.
have you? Have you? You
Yes,
don't
yes.
always say any. I don't.
Not always because it's so early my time,
Yeah, yeah,
we're 3 hours difference, I think, or at that.
yeah,
Sometimes we're three, sometimes we're two.
yeah.
Arizona doesn't change their time, but I'm like in bed watching you, barely awake.
Well, it is a fun time. We call it art before breakfast, and it's interactive. That's the only reason I do it live, is because I want to interact with the viewers and say, like, what should we make today? Or
And you
what
are
do you think
so
we should.
good about that. Like, you're like, okay, so what should we do? Should we do this or do you like that? And then, like, will say something like, well, I don't really like that. And you're like, okay, well, let's do.
Let's
You
do
got
something
patience
different.
of a saint, girl.
Well, it's just fun. It's a great way to start the day, get up and be creative first thing in the morning. It sets the tempo for my day anyway, because I got those creative juices going and I get up and do something early. I mean, 8:30 is not quite as early as your time, but yeah, so anybody who wants to come and join us, everybody is welcome. It's a very welcoming group, and some people choose to just watch in the
Right?
background
hmm
and not participate. And then some people want to jump right in and join the participation, and either is fine. We welcome everybody. So that's the big thing I do on my channel.
hmm
I also have a little series called 12-minute tips. Those are recorded videos that are going to be 12 minutes or less that contain a little tip or a hack or a trick or something. Then
hmm
there's a whole playlist of those. I haven't been doing them as often recently, but I have done one or two recently. So that's on there. And then, of course, Marguerite Miller, the weekly challenge I have on
hmm
the channel. And then one thing I will tell you is really fun on my channel. I'm all about giving stuff away and including people, and I just want to make it a fun place to be.
hmm
So every month, at the end of the month, well, the first day of the following, so we did it on December 1st, I go back and pick from the comments on the videos, and I do the random comment picker, and for every video gets one comment picked. And then all of those go into a pot and we draw one name, and that person gets a nice big Happy Mail package from me.
That is such a nice idea.
Yeah. So if someone's going to take the time to comment and invest in my channel, I want
Uh-huh.
to give back.
Right.
And they love it. I asked them the
What do
other
you put in your
day.
little goodie bag that you send?
Oh gosh, well, all my videos are up that I do. This one that I did for November was just random shopping in my studio. I had fabric and lace and napkins and envelopes and what else did I have? Specialty brads and I don't know. I just had a little bit of
Oh my
fun
gosh,
with
yeah,
this.
right? Because we
Yeah,
all
and
have stuff like this.
I know. I know, and it's fun to go shopping. I find things that I forgot that I even had.
Right.
And
Or
then,
maybe you have more of something and you're like, well, I should share it.
yes, I did a lace package once where I sent out all lace. I did,
Nice.
I don't know. It's just been all different. Oh, I did a boho Happy Mail one time where I just did bought a bunch of boho stuff and then I never really got into it. So
Hmm.
I have tubs of this stuff. So
Right.
if
And it's very popular. Yeah.
yes. So I don't know, just I put together a little package, whatever.
That's
Um,
so fun.
yeah, so I do that on my channel, and that encourages people to comment, which helps me on YouTube. So,
Mhm.
what do I get out of it? I get some comments on my channel, and I have a few people that, like, the minute that video's over, they're on there commenting, as soon as we go off because they want to be in the drawing. And so, um, and you can be in the drawing as many times, as you want. If you comment on
Mhm.
every single video, then you'll have a chance at every single video to get picked. So
Now
anyway,
you
it's fun.
you do like don't you do craft fairs and stuff too?
Yes, I do art shows and
Uh-huh.
not, I try, there's a difference between craft fairs and art shows. And I don't want to sound
Absolutely.
snobby, but craft fairs,
Yeah.
art shows is the higher end sometimes. So your buyers come knowing that, they're going to spend some money, and that's mostly my metal work. And so I need to have,
Oh, right.
I mean, I do sell my handmade journals there. I sell
Mhm.
bookmarks. I mean, I do sell other things, but the majority of it is my metals. And
Mhm.
so I need to have buyers that come and know that this is
It's an
handmade.
art show. Yeah.
It's an art form, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
but yes, I do shows. I just did my last one in, was it November or the end of October? I don't remember. And then I'll start up.
They're
I
a lot
don't
of work.
They are a lot of work.
Yeah.
I also have a store over in Durham, North Carolina. I live in the mountains of North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And there's a store over in Durham that sells my work too. And they sell everything, my paper stuff, my metal stuff, all of it.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah, I do have a retail store. And November and December, of course, the biggest months of the year.
Right.
So that's kind of nice. So, yeah, I have a lot of things going on.
You do. You got a lot of irons in the fire, but you know what? It's everything you do is very detailed and very, very nice. So it's not like I don't think you're spreading yourself too thin because everything turns out great.
Well, thank you. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I just want things to be, especially if I'm selling them. If somebody's paying for my work, then it
Yeah.
needs to be perfect,
Right.
or as perfect as I can make it. And
Hmm.
you said I was patient in the art before breakfast, and I can do that because that's just fun. That's just us. It's not. I mean, it's don't tell anybody, but the Christmas journal we're making, I'm gonna raffle it off to the group and let them pick numbers, and somebody's gonna win that journal.
That's awesome. Well, this will come out not for a while, so you'll probably be done with that.
Yeah, I hope to be done with it next week, but yeah, I'd love to keep it, but it's not something I would sell because it's made with a catalog. That's something else I got to tell you about. We made it with an Uncommon Goods catalog that I got in the mail. I'm like, oh, let's turn this into a little Christmas journal. So we've just been working on it, and it's great.
That's fun.
And we were talking, and it sparked an idea, and I'll definitely loop you into this. We're using the Uncommon Goods, and somebody said, wouldn't it be funny if we all started sending these companies back their catalogs and their flyers, made up, you know, look what we
Yeah,
did with
this is
your
what we
stuff.
do with that with the junk mail. Yeah.
You know what? That's an awesome idea. We should all like make something out of something we got in the mail and send it to them, or send them a video, even if we don't send it in person. But so I think I'm going to try to coordinate with as many people as I can and do
That's
a,
funny. I like it.
wouldn't it be fun if,
Yeah, it would just be fun. And you know what? Who knows who'll get it when, you send it back to the company. But like, hey, if I was sitting there working and opening the mail, I'd love it.
yeah, yeah, just to say, look what I did with your catalog. And it's this cool journal, you know?
Yeah.
Um, so we'll pick a time probably in the spring.
Or even if it was just maybe like one of those cards that we all get in the mail,
Yeah,
those big cards, like if you turn
yeah,
that in and then sent it back.
exactly. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a journal. It
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be a journaling card, a rope,
Oh, I would
just
love that.
something,
I'm in.
just to say, hey, this is what we do with your junk mail.
Right. And to
And
brighten someone's day.
thank you for the craft supplies.
Yes. Keep them
So,
coming.
yeah. So, I
Oh,
want to do that this coming year
that's
because I
great.
think that would be a lot of fun. So,
For sure. Yeah.
yeah, too many ideas and not enough
Oh,
out.
I know, right? I've got all these ideas floating around in my head, and I really need to like kind of sit down and organize them and, write everything down that I have maybe an idea journal.
I have an ideas journal. Mine is more for things when I make something new. I'll put it in there so I don't forget about it. Because
Hmm.
you find these things and you try these little techniques and then you forget about them.
Right.
And with an ideas journal, you could look through and say, "Oh yeah, I remember we made that out of an envelope, and we did this and we did that." So I do have an ideas journal. I haven't posted in it in a while, but
Fun.
do
Fun.
I do have one. So yeah, I just it's just about having fun. And
And you haven't done all the marguerites, right? You've done.
this year I started. This is my
Okay, so
first.
you did everyone this year.
Yeah, everyone this year.
Oh, that's great.
I got
Congratulations.
behind when I was doing my last shows because I
Uh-huh.
was out of town a bit.
Yeah.
And I was prepping for those shows, and boy, that's a lot of work to prep for one. And so I
Yeah, and
got
then take a couple hours out of your day to do a Marguerite Miller challenges.
oh yeah, at least when you have to go searching for all the, sometimes the prompts come easy, sometimes you really got to search for them.
Right.
And but I'm all caught up now. I just
Oh, good.
posted week 49,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay, I'll have to go back and look that. I don't think I saw your week 49 yet.
yeah, I just this is my week 49 right
Oh,
here.
yes. Let's see. Let me change there we go.
There we go. That's week 49. Hang on, let me get it on the right page here.
Oh, I did see that one. Beautiful. Yes.
Isn't that cute?
Yes, I love it. It's very nice and soft and pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what do you have like a favorite one?
One of my very favorites is one that I did early on. And I will tell you, if you look at my early collage, because I didn't do a lot of collage before Marguerite Miller. And if you look at my first ones, they're not that great, but it's all about practice.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But look at this one. This
Oh, that's
one
really
was,
fun.
I know, I'm trying to tilt it so it's right, so it's even in the camera.
Yep, I
There we
think
go.
that's
So I
good.
did that one was a double spread. That was something you do at a party, which was the dancing, and the stripes was the floor, the dance floor. And
Uh-huh.
then my shoe, I put a bunch of fruit in it. And so those two pictures, and then the other one is something winter. And then down here, over here is a ticket. So
Oh, that's great. What
isn't
week
that
is that
fun?
one?
I'm sorry?
What
Week
week was
3.
3? Let me see if I've showed number 3. Because it's fun to see your week 3 and my week 3. Let me add mine in there.
It's always fun to see how people, oh, there you go. Very
Yeah,
different.
this was my week 3. I don't remember. It's funny. I'm like looking at this. Oh, okay. I know something you do at a party was the singing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Then there was fruit, which is basically a tomato.
Yeah.
There's an argument there whether it's a fruit or not.
Technically, it's a fruit, I
You're
think.
right.
Most
Then
people call it
something
a
winter, of course, is my,
vegetable.
snowy winter
Yeah.
scene there, and something with lines, I've got these are actually old for, real vintage stubs,
Wow.
and shoes, well, they've got their snowshoes on,
No, yeah.
and then that was the ticket stub, so, yep.
Oh,
Pretty
cool.
funny how different they are though, huh?
I know. This is another one of my favorites. This one is week 14. And it's this I'm not set up down in my studio. I decided to do
Oh,
this
yeah.
upstairs and I'm on my iPad and I don't know which way to turn things,
No,
but
you're good. You're doing
it's
good.
this side over here is week
Oh,
14.
that one side is 14.
Yeah,
I
isn't
love
that
the
fun?
colors.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
And those leaves, now are those real leaves? Are they
No, those are a dye from Tim Holtz. They're tattered leaves. And I just cut them out of
they're cool.
different kinds of scrapbook paper.
Uh-huh. And we can incorporate so much of our junk journaling in these collages, really, like some of the supplies and stuff, which has been fun.
Yeah. And, I've said on my recent videos that I'm not sure that what I'm doing is like true collage where you just, glue down paper on stuff. Because I do a lot of pockets and dangles and lace and other things. And
I say that they're mixed media collage.
yeah, they are. And then the other thing that I've kind of started doing,
It's just like I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just thought of like when I have taken my watercolor classes, they don't want you to use any pen, ink on your watercolors. And I'm like, but
why?
because it's not true watercolor then. And I'm like, oh, police.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do
That's
it the way I
where the
like it.
artist selling your paintings for thousands and thousands of dollars, then maybe I could see that restriction. But for what we
Exactly. I
do,
mean, just tell me that, technically it's not true and I'm good with it.
yeah, let
Oh,
me
good. You got
decide.
another one.
So, yeah, this one, I'm starting to, on some of them, tell a story. And this was one of my
Love that.
stories. And let me get the prompts. This is week 30. And the prompts, well, this guy just got back from the war and he's with his girl. They're standing by the tree and they've just reunited. And he says, did you get all my letters that I sent? And because when I was over there, we saw the most incredible wildlife and like these deer were huge. And I know I wrote and told you about it. Did you get those letters? Did you see those letters? And she said, oh, yeah, I did. And he said, oh, good. He said, well, I've really, really missed you. And I wanted to let you know, this is the first side, that I bought you a ring and I want you to be my wife.
Oh,
And
that's
I
very sweet.
also went to the store and looked at wedding dresses for you because I knew you didn't have the money really to buy a wedding dress. So here's, you got the barcode there of the dress that I looked at, but you can pick what you want. And she says, oh, wonderful. Well, I've got something for you too. I found this wonderful recipe that I want to make for you, when we're married. I want to make that special recipe for you.
That's
And so,
so fun, Cheryl. I love having a story. That is like
it's
my thing for sure.
Yep. And that one was something that lives in a forest, handwriting, which was the letter, the barcode on the dress, the black and white photo, a math symbol, which was the dollar sign and
Right?
the cent sign there, and then instructions, which is the recipe.
That's great.
So,
That's a really
yeah,
good one.
so I've started trying to play around with some different things.
Uh-huh.
It just, I don't know. I just try to be, and I find that doing the art before breakfast, look at that guy.
Oh, let me change it again.
Oh, you need to
There you
change
go.
that.
Oh,
There.
he's beautiful.
Yeah. So I find that crafting every day, I get better at it.
Oh, that's for sure. right?
It comes naturally. And so I'm finding that I still don't like every single collage that I make, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
finding that overall I'm getting better at them.
Right.
And
And even
I,
though it's not like your favorite one or something, you're still creating. And I know I always feel better after I've spent some time in
mhm.
my art room.
Yep. Well, and I mean, I don't know that I may look at it again at some point if I just need to have a feel good moment. But when I'm gone, my son can maybe find this and say, "Oh, look what mom did," and
Right?
have fun looking through it. It's not
For
going to mean
sure.
anything to anybody else, but it's
Uh-huh.
fun. It's
Right.
fun.
And we get the enjoyment out of it as we're doing it.
Hmm.
That's for sure. Yeah. You've talked kind of a little bit about what's coming up on your channel. You also have Instagram, and do you have an Etsy? I think you do.
Yes, I have two Etsy stores. I
Okay.
have Inked Pulp,
Okay.
which is my paper stuff. And then all my
Mm-hmm.
metal stuff and my jewelry is Cheryl Foils Designs.
Oh, okay. I'll be sure and link those in the
Yeah.
description.
It's
Okay.
just .com. You don't have to go. I bought my domain and I just point my Etsy
Oh,
store.
okay.
So if you just go to Cheryl Foils, I bought that one too. So
Okay.
um,
And do you have all those? Do you always link those in your videos too?
yes, in
Good.
my description. Oh yeah, if you go look at my video,
Mm-hmm.
it tells how to contact me, where I am. It's got my Instagram link, and then I have a section that says where to find my metal work.
Nice.
So
That's
yes,
great.
I do. So yeah, I get up in the morning. Now I have a bunch of orders. Christmas is coming in. I make night lights, and I wish I had brought one up to show you.
Oh
They're
yeah.
my best selling item.
Um,
And
do you want to go get one?
so my night lights are solid copper,
Oh,
and
wow. Let me get you big again.
I make
Oh,
them
those are so
either.
cool.
Isn't that cool? I make them either in the patina or just the brown.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I hand cut all of them. They're all cut with a jeweler's saw.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a lot of intricate cuts on the
Yeah.
owl.
Yeah. And I've done some that are much more intricate than that even. And they're fun. I sell more nightlights than I sell anything that I sell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
And
and that's pretty unique.
yeah,
Like
I've never
you
seen
don't
them
see.
anywhere else, anything like this.
Mm-mm.
And I've been watching for somebody to start copying the design. And I think the reason that they don't, because they'll see them at the craft fairs.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people will see an idea and say, "Oh, I got to go do my version of that." But my night lights, I only charge $33 for them
Oh, that's good.
for all the time that's in there. I think
Yeah.
most people are looking to really make money on things.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a little money over my supplies, but for me, it's more about getting things to people that they can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking to get rich. I just have to
Right.
keep the business going. So I don't.
And that's a great price point for somebody to buy a gift for someone else.
Yes, that's what I sell a lot of is at the holidays. I have
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 of them on my Cheryl Foils Designs Etsy shop,
Mm-hmm.
but I have lots of, I can make anything. I do a lot of custom shapes too.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
yeah, if somebody says, I had one couple at one of my shows in October, they said, "Oh, we raised French Bulldogs. Can you do a French Bulldog?" I said, "Sure." So we picked out a picture and we made a French Bulldog.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I can do just about any shape. But yeah, that's part of my metal work. In fact, I've got a stack of them downstairs that I need to solder the clamps on and get them finished up because I've got from this art community. I have
Uh-huh.
several orders from people,
Oh, I
and
bet.
I
Yeah.
need to get them done so I can get them out.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
So
that's great. I'll have to keep that in mind.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have tons of different designs. And like I said, I do them. The green patina, I sell more of that than I do the brown. But some
Mm-hmm.
people don't want that green patina. So
Oh, I like it.
yeah, most people do. Most people want the verdigris because on the verdigris, it never it never sticks on every spot, so you can see some of the
Mm-hmm.
copper still
Right.
coming through. And then I use vellum on the inside so that you don't see that bulb glaring through the holes.
Oh, okay.
So it's got vellum on the inside. So that's what this little paper is in here.
Those are just very fun.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I do want to ask you though, like how much, because you have so many different things you do. Like, is this pretty much like your day? This is how you spend your day, is from one thing to another of what you've got going?
This is my job.
Yeah.
I quit in 2015. I used to be a project manager for a software
Oh,
development company. I had a really, really good job, but it was high stress.
and what year was that?
2015.
Oh,
I
okay.
came home one day and I told my husband, I had already been doing the metals on the side.
Yeah.
I had a business going there and I kind of did that on the side. And I came home one day and I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And I resigned. And my husband was like, what about your paycheck and all your benefits? And I said,
Uh-huh.
well, you have health insurance. You can put me on there and I'll, my little business has been profitable since year one. So even through COVID, it wasn't
That's great.
a lot of money, but it was profitable. And I don't make near the money, but this is my job.
Uh-huh.
And I have several channels, to sell through between Etsy and the online stuff and my brick and mortar over in Durham and craft shows. And
Yeah,
so,
you're
yeah,
going in a lot of directions. That's great though, you got to
yep,
see what works best and
yep.
yep.
But I work for myself, so there's no more
Mhm.
stress. If
Right.
I want a day off and I know that I can afford it, I don't have any deadlines coming up, I take a day off.
That's
And
great.
it's just,
I love it.
yeah,
It's for you. Yeah.
it is.
Sometimes you got to look at, the long-term effects of all that stress and everything.
Yep. And
Yeah,
I know that not everybody that is working can just drop their job. I mean, financially,
absolutely.
we were in a position where we could do that.
Hmm.
But I'm so very grateful for that.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, this is my job.
Well, you do a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Your stuff is wonderful too. I love looking at your
Oh, thank
pieces when
you.
they come out.
Well, everyone, thank you so much, Cheryl, for joining me. I really enjoyed getting to know you a little better,
Yeah.
and I look forward to seeing what's coming out on your channel.
Yeah, I'm planning to do some new stuff in the new year, and we're going to keep some stuff. The monthly Happy Mail, I said, would you guys rather the winner get like a $5 Amazon gift card, or do you want the Happy Mail packages? And they're like, oh, Happy Mail.
Yeah.
We want to do Happy Mail. So,
Right, right.
yeah.
Well,
So,
thanks
all right.
again,
Yeah.
and thank you guys for popping in and seeing what's going on here with the Marguerite Miller challenge this year. It's been so much fun. And
Yep.
I hope that if you are thinking about doing the challenge, that you decide to do it and post your work either on Instagram or start a YouTube channel, whatever you want to do. So, anyways, thank you, everyone. And thank you,
Thanks.
Carol.
Thank you, Debbie. Bye.
Bye.